This is a new iPod Touch. Yup, they're still being made in 2019. And just like me, you're probably wondering why. Why not just buy an iPhone, right? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's cheaper. If you're just gonna give it to your child, then why not spend the least amount of money possible on something you know will be broken or lost? I'm Alejandro Alva, and today I'm gonna review the new iPod Touch to figure out if it fits your needs and if it's worth buying. This iPod was given to us by Apple for review purposes, but you can find the exact same product online or at the store. All right, let's unbox this. And while I do so, I'm gonna give a little SparkNotes version of the iPod's history. The first one came out in 2001. Since then, there's been different models: the Classic, the Shuffle, the Nano, the Mini, and the Touch. The iPod Touch alone has had 7 generations. This is the 7th generation. Now, as you can see, nothing much has changed from the version in 2015 or the one in 2012, but it does have a better camera and a stronger processor inside. Now, upon first look, you're gonna notice 3 things. It still has a 4-inch display, a home button, and the traditional headphone jack. I personally like having a headphone jack instead of having to carry a dongle with me. Now, if you don't like wires, you could also connect your Bluetooth headphones like the AirPods, so you'll be fine regardless. Now, as irrelevant as this iPod Touch might seem to the 700 million of you carrying an iPhone, you can't deny that Apple's excellence in design still shines through with this new device. Now, when it comes to software, the new iPod Touch runs on the same software on our iPhones, which is iOS 12. That means you can message your friends via iMessage, call family on FaceTime, or even use social network apps like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, watch Netflix, listen to Spotify, etc., etc. Like I said, it functions just like an iPhone, except you can make cellular calls. So, if it looks like an iPhone and it acts like an iPhone, why just not get an iPhone? Again, it's a cheaper alternative for parents whose kids keep breaking their new iPhone every time they want to play Fruit Ninja or watch PJ Masks. The cheapest iPhone Apple sells right now on its website is a 32GB iPhone 7, which costs $449. A 32GB iPod Touch costs $199. You do the math. However, that price might go up depending on the memory space you pick. For example, this model, a 256GB, will cost you $399. So if you're looking for a phone to give your child but don't necessarily want to get them a monthly mobile plan, the iPod Touch actually serves as a great introductory phone. Anyone with an iPod Touch can just connect to a Wi-Fi signal and use any communication app to send messages or even place calls. And I know some of them might not be that safe, but connecting to a public Wi-Fi signal is easier now than ever. Which brings me to my next point. This device is also a great option for people who can't afford or don't necessarily want to pay $80 a month for a mobile plan, plus spend an additional $1,000 on the new iPhone, which just keeps getting more and more expensive. Then again, flip phones and basic Android phones are still an option. But if you're looking for Apple's most entry-level product because you want to enjoy everything that iOS has to offer, then the iPod Touch 7th generation is a one for you. As for me, if this keeps getting more and more expensive, then I might just have to opt in for an iPod.